Good morning, everyone, and welcome to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. We are currently working on Robert Kaufman's Silverstone pattern. This is the sew-along that goes along with this pattern. Well, it doesn't go with the pattern. We just chose the pattern, and we're just sewing along with one another. I have my pieces, my two pieces, all pressed and ready to sew together, so we're just going to get into it. So I'm hoping you guys are having a wonderful morning already. Making sure my pins and all are here because I know I'm going to be pinning some nesting seams, and I could have done this beforehand, but I didn't. So we're going to have about an hour of sewing today. And that will be fine. And I don't know if you guys, I have been seeing some photos in the Facebook group. If you're not part of our Facebook group, there is a link down in the description for you to go to the Facebook group. It's MyHobbyHomeLife if you want to search it instead. But there are postings in there for this sew-along and another sew-along. And if you would like to join, feel free. You can comment under either of those posts. Anything doing with either of the sew-alongs, I do ask that they stay under those posts. And that way we can... Since I have two sew-alongs going on, that way we can keep them separated and keep the information on them. Also, the Silverstone sew-along, there will be, I don't know what to call it. You know, on YouTube, you can't really say giveaways or things like that. It won't be in the title. But it will be in a video. But there will be like a gift, a giveaway, something like that. There may be judging on the quilts. Don't know yet. And I think I say that every time. I don't know yet. When I get down to the end of it, that's when we'll figure out what it's going to be. Just do your best. And the end of August is the last day of August is the last day to submit your photos to be included in the whatever we're doing, giveaway, judging, whatever we're doing. And but after that, you can still upload photos to, put comments and put your photos in the comments if you still want to put them in there. If you're not finished by the last day of August, that is perfectly fine. This is a no rush quilt. We are also, I can't say we, because I don't know if everyone that is doing the Silverstone will be doing the other one as well. I have two sew-alongs going on at the same time. The other one is Grandma's Scrap Quilt. It's a beautiful pattern. And you will see that video tomorrow. So feel free, pull up to your sewing machine and sew with us, or clean house and listen to us, or listen to me. It's not a live, there's only me. And one day I may get brave enough to do a live, but I have so many lives that I watch on Saturday that there's no way I could do a live on Saturday, because I'm normally sewing. The first one I watch is at 7 a.m. Central Time, and that is Sean, the guy who sews. And then after that, I think Becca has one. I can't recall. I watch so many of them I can't recall. I just go and I hit my live, and sometimes they put them out there and put notify me's, and when I get the notify me, I just click it and open it, and that's how I know when they are. I don't even know when they are. I just watch when I get the notification. But I think I saw, so Becca's got one already out there. I need to go click that notify me. When that comes out. But if I'm not mistaken, that one is on the 26th. If I don't know, I probably am mistaken. But the 26th, I think, is the day that Cotton Cuts ships their first clue for those that pay monthly, or ships the complete box of fabrics for those that pay for the box, pays for the fabric all up front. Now, I'm trying the paying the fabric all up front this time, but I'm going to tell you, it may be hard for me to do that because you have to count all your fabrics out when it's time to sew your clues. That may be a task for me. I know how to count. That's not the problem. It's having the time to count it out. It's just nice that it's always there when you do the monthly. It's already counted out, already there. Now, yes, sometimes you do need to check your, well, every time. You need to check your fabric, make sure it's all there. But, I mean, I'm going to tell on myself. Sometimes I don't always count it, and I just trust it, and I sew with it. So far, all my pieces have always been there. So, now that went off on a wild tangent, didn't it? That ain't even about what we doing here. But that's okay. This is just the let's sew along and let's get some things sewn. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, even though I had a few days that I did not sew this week, I've gotten a lot accomplished this week sewing. I did get all of my pressing for this done, which, I mean, y'all know, if you've done it, and I don't know, I just made as many things as mine would make, and I think I made too many. I don't know. We'll find out when we go putting it together. I might not have made enough. I don't know. But y'all see me here pinning. I do pin. I pin, if I have two seams that come together, I try to pin them. I try to get them to come out right. They don't always. But I figure I'm a little closer to getting it right if I do that than if I don't do it. But if it's not, I'm not going to stress over it. It's not a big deal. It's not a game changer for me. But yeah, my husband is in, and I'm trying to talk him in too. He's sleeping right now. He just worked off of, I don't know if it was a 4 or 5 day, 12-hour shift, and I let him sleep a couple days after he works off that. I just leave him alone and let him sleep during the day, or sleep late. But yeah, we are looking at some weather this week. So, I hope you guys are faring pretty well with the weather. It's not too hot, not too stormy. Now, when y'all see this, there will have been storms that's already rolled through according to the predictions right now. But you know, that weather, it tends to have a mind of its own sometimes. Sometimes even up to the hour before, it looks like something's going to happen. And then, in our instance, even when we're needing rain, for some reason, it tends just to split and go right around us. I don't mind getting the rain. If I know it's going to rain, I need to go put a rain delay on my irrigation system, because it'll overwater it if I don't do that. But talking about my garden now, it's looking really nice. I still don't, the only things I've been able to harvest, well, I have harvested okras, jalapenos, strawberries, asparagus, and cucumbers, and lots of basil. So I guess really I have been harvesting off of it. I haven't gotten any tomatoes. I'm not, it don't matter if I get tomatoes or not, really. I like tomatoes, but my husband brought one in today and it's kind of mushy and soft. I don't like those. I like the meaty tomatoes. But I'm kind of getting to where I don't eat them, because I'm realizing that my body really don't like them. I like them. But my body doesn't. It causes me severe intestinal discomfort. That's a nice way of saying it, I think. But that's one of the things that we've been trying to figure out, is what can we eat that doesn't cause inflammation and because I've had arthritis for years. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, you live with it sometimes, and it's really never gotten to where it was debilitating that I realized, but it actually was. Because I hadn't cross-stitched in like 10 years, and I started cross-stitching last year when I found out I was having a grand. Well, I actually think I was cross-stitching before that. I think I had started cross-stitching again right before that. And I cross-stitch almost every day now. Yeah, I'm doing that stitch along with Fat Quarter Shop. That Star of Wonder. It's a cross stitch along. Y'all, that is so pretty. I'm still, well, no, I'm not still on week 1. I'm on week 2 right now. I can't seem to get caught up on that one. I want to get caught up to where I'm on the current week, you know, where I can go in on Tuesday and print out the week's current pattern and be able to work on it that week. But so far, I'm still like a week behind on it. I I got behind because I had to, well, first off, I didn't see it until it was due to the second, I didn't know about it until the second pattern was about due to come out. I mean, it was, I think, just days before that second pattern was due to come out. And then I had to go get my thread, you know, my flosses, because I didn't have all of them that it required. And so I went and got my flosses. And I think I got started on it pretty quick like though. I didn't pin this complete one here. We're just going to see if I can get this to kind of go without pinning it all the way. Just pinning that center piece. And you know, I think in my last video, was it the last video? I had just cleaned my machine and I was going over seams and it was wanting to get wonky. I forgot to put this down. My dual, I don't know what it's called, dual feed system, dual feed control or whatever. I forgot to put that down, so it wasn't working right. It was kind of working crazy. And sometimes I do that and I don't think about it. When I forget to put it, I don't think about it. And the reason it's taking me a second to think about that is because I don't record every single day. And I sometimes kind of forget what the last one was that I recorded. And this week I didn't sew. It was only 2 days. I didn't sew 2 days this week. But I did cross stitch. So, even though I didn't sew, I still got a little something done. So, but surprisingly, excuse me, my throat's wanting to get scratchy there. I may have a bottle of water somewhere in here. I know I do. I've been carrying a bottle of water around, not the same bottle, but I've had a bottle of water with me almost all day today. Because I've been trying to get some sewing done. I say all day today. It's not been all day. But my goal today is to get a good bit of sewing done. Maybe get a little house cleaning done. And if I'm sewing, that's all. The total amount that will be done is a little bit. Oh, I don't know why I just cut that off. Well, I can cut it and push it out of the way. But yeah, so I'm just going to be sewing. I'm trying to get about hour increments in for every sew along. Because I want y'all to have enough time to get something done. And if I only do a 20 to 30 minute sew along, oh my goodness, that's no time to get anything done. But even if you just listen to me while you do your laundry or, you know, wash your dishes, whatever, I appreciate it. I don't think I tell y'all enough how much I appreciate each and every one of you watching my videos. And I failed to mention this a little bit back, but I have a subscriber that I don't know what to call it. A lot of people call it buy me a coffee, but I don't drink coffee. But I had someone so graciously send me some money in PayPal, and I want to thank you for that. I don't know if you want me to say your name or not, so I'm not going to say it. But I do appreciate that. You do not have to do that. You guys help me out just by watching my video, letting my video play from beginning to end. Helps me maintain my watch hours and just viewing, and I really do appreciate it. And I love that y'all do come and join me on the sew-alongs. I do state this kind of frequently, that the whole purpose, well, my channel kind of started out as one thing, but it kind of morphed into something else. And it did not originate being a sewing channel or a quilting channel. But that's kind of what it's turned into. I sew, quilt, travel, thrift. I do a little bit of all of it. And my train of thought just skipped there. But anyway, I thought, well, a crafting channel would be great. Maybe that way I can get some of these unfinished projects done. Because I am the queen of unfinished projects. And I thought, if I'm spending the money to do all this sewing and quilting, I need to finish the projects. Because I'm bad. Or was bad. Now I'm not. I mean, I still kind of am, because I still got quilts from June of last year. And that quilt may never be done. I mean, just being truthful, that quilt may never be done. Because I did not understand the instructions. I mean, and if it does, it does. If I finish it, I finish it. I mean, I may not. It was from a shop pop, and I was purchasing fabric before I knew what the actual thing was going to look like, and I was not very good at picking fabrics out. I'm a little better now, but I'm not great at that. But I don't know. I just don't think I did a very good job of picking fabrics, and I don't know. I got kind of frustrated with it, so I've actually had one of my clear trays with the fabric sitting over here, and I kept looking at it. I have finally just put all the fabrics in my project bag, so now it's not even taking up one of my clear trays anymore. That's how much it's just gone to the back burner. It's probably in UFO land now. I've not decided yet what I'm going to do with it, so I will probably finish it at some point, but not right now. I don't know. I got frustrated with it very early on. But, you know, that was right when I first started quilting. I had no clue what I was doing. I didn't even know what a shop hop was. And the very first shop hop I did was virtual. So, and I don't know. I know we've had one in my local area. And I know there was one down south. But I couldn't make that down south one because it was like on days I just could not do it. Because not only do I have a YouTube channel, but my husband and I have a real estate business also. I don't do a lot with the real estate, but sometimes it does require me to not be available for things that I would like to do. You know, if we have phone calls and things, like conference calls, Zoom meetings. But like I said, I'm not really involved with that. The actual day-to-day of that. He does all of that. But right now, my goal is to get this done, and it looks like I'm almost done putting these together. So this may be a quick sew along, because I'm only going to do one step at a time on the sew along, which right now it's just putting these together. And this is actually going by a lot quicker than I had anticipated, which is always a good thing, you know, if you're sewing. But being that it's a repetitive thing, it's why it's going so fast. And I'm just sewing these two together to make our squares here. And I will need to trim, so that may be next week, but I'll press these open and then probably trim next week with you guys. So I've got a snag on my fingernail here that keeps grabbing my fabric. Normally I have a fingernail file right here, but I don't now. It's about right. When you need something, it's not there. When you don't need it, it's in the way. Because if y'all are doing the sew along, make sure to go in the Facebook group and to add your photos in the post for the sew along. That way we can see what everybody's getting done. And if you do not have Facebook, do not do Facebook, or it's just way too confusing to you how to get your photos on the comments, you can email me. Email me your photos, and what I will do is upload them for you. Because I do not mind doing that at all. I actually love seeing everybody's colors that they're using, seeing if they're doing a scrap buster or if they're doing a stash buster. Now, of course, mine is a stash buster. Both of mine are stash busters. My scrap busters that I have going on, I do have a string quilt going, and I haven't done a video with that one in a while. I may need to do y'all a video on that one. And I don't know if you you can't see it. I actually have a basket like right behind me that has my scraps for my string quilt. It's going to be using the same fabrics as the pressed flowers, that Sugarberry by Bunny Hill Designs. I love that fabric. And y'all, I've already been thinking about National or Sew a Jelly Roll Day. I think it's September 16th or something like that. I'll have to look. Because a jelly roll has to be one of my absolute favorite things to work with. And I sewed a jelly roll last year, which was kind of out of the blue, unexpected, I think. I didn't realize that's what it was. And then I saw it and I'm like, oh, I have to get one out. Because since a jelly roll is like the easiest thing to sew, because it's already cut for you. But I may have a different twist on a pattern. I may. I'm not sure yet. I have to see what it's gonna look like. I need a test block. That's what I need to do, is a test block. Y'all know I like these test blocks. Because with a test block, I can use my scrap. And, you know, if I use my scrap and I don't really like the test block, then I could just make a pillow cover or something out of it. Or a table topper, you know, just something small, quick. But I will have to be thinking about that, because that's in September. And here we are already past the midway point to August. Y'all, this year is flying by so fast. And now that I've said that, y'all, Christmas is so close. And now that I got grandbabies, oh my, well, I had 2 grandbabies last year at Christmas, because both of my grandbabies came before Christmas. We were not real sure about my little sugar bear. We didn't know if he was going to make it or not before Christmas. We're just blessed to have him. Him and my granddaughter, they the apple of my eye, that's for sure. got to keep reminding myself I can't be that Grammy that they do no wrong. Because they going to do wrong. And Mama and Daddy, you know, are going to have to discipline. And I have to be the granny that stands behind Mama and Daddy. But I also have to be the granny that loves on that baby when they did wrong. And let them know they always love, even when they do wrong. I love my kids, even when they do wrong. They may not know it, because when they do wrong, I get on to them really good sometimes. And sometimes I don't talk to them for a little while, because it's just I'm scared of what I may say. Have y'all ever done that? Your child did something and you just don't talk to them because you're afraid you may not be able to guard your tongue? I have to. Because sometimes my kids make me wonder, what were you thinking? They weren't thinking a lot of times is the problem. Oh, goodness, y'all. That's how many I got left. That's it. And showing we only been doing this 37 minutes. We may have a little quietness going on there. That's okay. I love the sound of the sewing machine. Just trying to get, and I guess this could be my Christmas in July, because it is Christmas fabric. I am using the Starberry. It's I think it's Corey Yoder's line, the Starberry. So this could be my Christmas in July. I'm doing a lot of things Christmas fabric, so I have that on dasher that I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with it as well. I've got a few things in mind, but just not real sure yet. So guys, what is on your table? I know I ask y'all that all the time. Do you have anything new on your table going on? Are you one of those that you have to do one project at a time? Or do you like having multiples? I like having multiples, that way I don't get bored. Because sometimes looking at the same colors over and over and over, you just really get tired of those colors. That's why I have multiple cross stitch things going right now. I had to stop doing that Christmas stocking for my grandson because it's got those drab colors in there, and oh, it was just so hard for me to keep doing those colors. And I know those colors like represent snowy winter day kind of colors, but those are so hard to just keep sewing. Guys, I think I only have like 3 or 4 more of these left. maybe not even that many. So show me pictures where y'all are in the Facebook group. I will post photos of this. It may not be today. It'll have to be once I remember and press out or something. I don't know. I don't know when it'll be. Because I have so many things going on right now. Y'all know. Y'all see my updates. You know what I got going on. But I think you may especially be surprised with this update coming up this next week. I always record my updates on Sunday and Sunday evening, and then release them for you Monday evening. And I have a feeling y'all are going to be quite surprised at the amount of things that I've accomplished this week. Well, I don't even know if I'd call it accomplishments, but things that I've been able to get done. So yeah, that would be accomplishments, but I'm just working on things that I should have already got done. But what I'm trying to do is, you can't see them right now, but you've seen them in my previous videos, my project boxes. I'm trying to start decreasing my number of project boxes. That's over here. Now, as I am boxing or bagging up my fabric with a project, I'm going to be trying to start putting the boxes over on my shelf over here. I have a bookshelf. And once I'm able to do that, it'll take some off of my rack back here behind me. And yeah, I'm sorry, but in Louisiana, it's very humid right now, and my face is just kind of moist and itching. But anyway, my goal is to reduce the number of projects that's on my upcoming and in current progress. I want to have over here behind me my block of the months. That will still be behind there. My subscription ones that I'm working. And like 2 projects that I'm working on at a time. That's always been the goal, but I just kind of exceeded that goal just a hair. And I got a lot of projects back there that I haven't even started on, but I really do want to get them. So that's why I kind of leave them there. So when I empty a box, I can pull one of those up. But it seems like as soon as I empty one, I got another project to put in it. I'm just going to have to quit doing that. And that's easier said than done. For me, because I love having new projects going on. And that's why a lot of things I'm not recording right now. I am sewing. I am working on some and just not getting them recorded, so you don't see me doing them. But I am doing some things. So this right here is my last set of 2 square strips. I don't know what to call this. I'm calling it a 2 square strip. That's fine. This is my last set of those. And once I get these done, I guess I'll continue to talk with you a little bit. But maybe not. We may call it a day so you can get about your day. And got you about an hour. It's not even an hour. Well, it's 46 minutes. I just looked at it. Got about 46 minutes of sewing in. You know, that's a good amount of time. Not too shabby. So next time we come together, I may be trimming mine up. I may have already trimmed it up by then. Who knows? But, oh, this is a lot, y'all. Look at this. I have a big bundle here. I need to find where the end is and just start separating them, because I'll have to get them ready to press and trim. I haven't even looked at the instructions or directions past this, so I don't even know if I'm supposed to trim. Don't know much about any of it, but I will have to trim before I do my sashings on it, because we want everything to be the right length for sure for those sashings. I think I put my stack up here upside down. But yep, getting this done, y'all. I'm hoping you got a lot of sewing done as well this morning. Maybe got something pieced together this morning. So happy I got my last ones done on this. And if I complete this before the end of August, that is okay. I won't be doing a Saturday morning sew along with it, but I will, in my updates, I will talk about the sew along just as a reminder not to give up, to keep on. You're good. It does not matter if you're still working on it. I don't expect that I'll have mine done, put together any quicker than 2 to 3 weeks. So I may have mine done about mid-August, and my plan is, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to long arm it. I'm not going to long arm it because I don't have a long arm. I don't know if I'm going to quilt it or if I am going to send it to the long arm, because I have several quilts. I have this one. I'll have, let's see, I'll have the Silverstone. I'll have Grandma's Scrap Quilt. I will have my pressed flowers also. And, okay. So, guys, here are all of my completed strips, attached, assembled. So these are my squares. All of my squares are done. All I have to do now is press them, trim them, sash them, sew them together, and then put the top and bottom sashing on it. And then I will quilt it. I'll have to figure out my backing and border also. So guys, thank you so much for joining me and sewing along with me, or cleaning the house as I sew, or just sitting here and listening to me ramble on a lot. I do appreciate each and every one of you stopping by. I do hope you've enjoyed yourself. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Goodbye.